For lesson 18, we are going to be solving more multi-step word problems, and you can see that in our learning target. I can solve multi-step word problems. So remember, when we solve word problems, we want to use R, D, W, W. So write that on the side so that we can go through each step. So obviously our first step is to read it. In 1 year, Miss Newman drove 51,278 miles. Miss Smith drove 12,482 fewer miles than Miss Newman, and Miss Carey drove 10,935 fewer miles than Miss Smith. How many miles did the three teachers drive combined? So in 1 year we have Miss Newman, who drove 51,278 miles. We have Miss Smith, who drove 12,482 fewer miles than Miss Newman. And then we have Miss Carey, who drove 10,935 fewer miles than Miss Smith. How many miles did the three teachers drive combined? Okay, so now that I have read, I can check it off. The next thing I need to do is draw a picture. Well, I see that I have Miss Newman, Miss Smith, and Miss Carey. So that tells me I have 3 different people. 1, 2, 3. Miss Newman, Miss Smith, and Miss Carey. And then it says how many miles did the 3 teachers drive combined. So I'm wanting to know how much they have all together. So I'm going to draw a giant box on the top and put a question mark. Alright, so let's go back and fill in, well, how much does Miss Newman have? How much does Miss Smith have? And how much does Miss Carey have? Miss Newman drove 51,278 miles. So that means we know for a fact that Miss Newman drove this amount. So I'm going to plug in 51,278. Then it says Miss Smith drove 12,482 fewer. So this isn't our number. This means that I'm going to have to subtract, because fewer tells me to subtract, and it's telling me than Miss Newman. So for Miss Smith, I have to take Miss Newman and subtract 12,482. Okay, then it says Miss Carey drove 10,935 fewer. So again, it looks like we don't know Miss Carey. She drove fewer, which means again we're going to have to subtract than Miss Smith. So now we're comparing it to Miss Smith. So whatever Miss Smith got, we're going to have to subtract 10,000 to get Miss Carey. So here I'm going to write Miss Smith minus 10,935. I did not write any equations yet. All I'm trying to do is see how I'm going to solve for Miss Smith, how I'm going to solve for Miss Carey, because we have to get the total of everybody. Alright, so now I'm going to write out my number sentences. Well, Miss Newman had 51,278 minus, remember we have to take away those 12,482. 8 minus 2 is 6. We cannot take 8 from 7. This becomes a 1. That becomes 17. 17 minus 8 is 9. We cannot take 4 from 1. This becomes a 0. That becomes an 11. 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. Put your comma. We can't take from 0, so we have to borrow. So 10, 9, 8. And then 4 minus 1 is 3. So this number is equal to Miss Smith. That's what we just saw for. So in Miss Smith's place, I'm going to put 38,796. Now for Miss Carey, she was 10,935 fewer than Miss Smith. So now that we have figured out Miss Smith, it's time to figure out Miss Carey. So Miss Smith was 38,000 796 minus Miss Smith minus 10,935. 6 minus 5 is 1. 9 minus 3 is 6. We cannot take 9 from 7, so we're going to borrow. 17 minus 9 is 8. 7 minus 0 is 7. And 3 minus 1 is 2. So this number here equals Miss Carrie. So I'm going to plug in this number to Miss Carrie. 27,861. But we're not done with our question because it's asking how many miles did the 3 teachers drive combined. So now I have to take each one of these and add them up. So I'm going to write this real tiny, guys, because I'm running out of space. So 51,278 plus 38,796 plus 27,861 equals. So now I'm figuring out what this total is at the top. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 9 plus 1 is 10, plus 7 more is 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. 8 plus 2 is 10, 10 plus 7 is 17, 18, 19. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then I'm going to go back and put my commas. 1, 2, 3, comma. So our final answer is 117,935. That is what all 3 teachers combined is. So now I need to write my statement. How many miles did the 3 teachers drive combined? The 3 teachers drove 117,935 miles combined. And then you're finished with this problem. Alright, for number 2, I want you to do it with a partner. And then I will check it. And then after that, we're moving on to exit ticket. Number 3, after exit ticket, is a bonus. So if you want to write bonus, you may do so. Alright, get to work.